Hi, I'm going to show you how to use the MobyMax parent features at home and also how to help your child as they log into MobyMax from home. If you go to mobymax.com or you search it through Google, you use a link from a class website or use the login information that your teacher has provided, it's possible it will take you to this screen first. There's a green sign in button at the top. Sometimes it'll take you to this screen. This is the MobyMax login screen. We have our school saved in here, but oftentimes it will make you find the school first. So I always encourage the kids, if they just type in Evansville, then the list of Evansville schools will come up and they can click, let's do the correct one. There we go. And now if the child has accidentally clicked Evansville Lutheran School, Evansville Day School, it will not find them as they log in. So you might need to help them go to change schools and find the correct school. So I'm going to use my son's login information. He was a fourth grader last year, but it all looks the same when you get inside. The first thing that pops up is a daily challenge. Sometimes it's math, sometimes it's reading related. The kids are motivated to do this problem or this challenge because they earn a little bit more game time per minute spent. So that's a motivator for them. But let's say he's going to go right into whatever his teacher has assigned him. This middle tab that has the books shows all the elements of MobyMax that he has access to. Sometimes teachers will hide certain pieces to more direct their child's time or their students' time. Third grade teachers encourage the students to spend time in this upper row: language, informational or literature reading skills, math facts, the fact fluency, or math. So the first time that someone logs into MobyMax, a student, it will have them take a short placement test. And that placement test helps the programming know where to start them during their independent tutorial programs. So when he clicks into math, the placement test showed that he needed to work in this area. It could be that it's a skill early on in the year or a previous year that maybe he missed a little bit, or it could be that he has mastered all the information that a typical third or fourth grader should know, and he's ready to be building on that at an advanced level. So MobyMax is really catered towards students who need remediation, but also to students that need enrichment. So it provides for all levels, which is one of the reasons that teachers are loving MobyMax so much. So it looks like he's in the middle of a 6-part tutorial lesson on partial product algorithm with one digit, which is just a multiple digit number times a one digit number. So for each lesson, it will show him a little tutorial. It'll walk him through some problems. It will have him complete some problems on his own. And then at the very end, it will give a short assessment to see whether it appears that he's mastered this and can move on to the next thing. So he's right in the middle of this one.
Multiply 934 times 5 equals how much?
And here it's broken up into steps in the method that they've taught him in the tutorials. If he leaves the program and comes back the next day, it will start exactly where they left off. So they don't have to start over with something. This video camera, there we go, will take him back to some of the previous tutorials. If maybe he left for the day or came back
this multiplication
maybe a week later and wasn't quite sure how he was doing this originally, he can click on the video camera and watch some of those tutorials again. One of the neat things about MobyMax also is that the kids can generally work through it independently. That's another good thing about it. So he can use this little, the home button will take him back to this screen. Another thing to know is this third tab has some progress pieces here. So under progress, let's go to math. And we can see those lessons that he did recently and the scores he was doing on them. Fact fluency, let me show you that one first. Go back to the books. Fact fluency is like the time test. It's just facts. And here you can see the 4 different operations. It looks like his teacher is having him spend his time in multiplication, and he's mastered 88% of the multiplication facts. I'm going to show you on the parent side how you can see specifically what facts it is that he has mastered and that he has not mastered. So this is where the third grade class next year will be taking their time test grades from. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. Let's go back to the home and to progress and back to that progress button. Now when I click on fact fact fluency, you can see the specific facts that the green ones are the ones he's mastered. It looks like he's still struggling with these higher 6, 7, and 8s, which this is pretty common for students his age. For those are the hard ones. If he had worked through addition and subtraction, I could toggle back and forth between these two, but it looks like this year his teacher just had him focus on multiplication. So there's some other features in there. The kids can earn badges or certificates. This is the games button here is where you can they can spend their game time that they've earned. It looks like he has earned 48 seconds worth of game time, which isn't quite enough really to get started. I personally tell my students they need to have at least 2 minutes of game time in order to play a game. But had he done that daily challenge, he would have 3 minutes then to add to that. So that is how you use the Moby Max features from the student's point. Now I'm going to log in as a parent. And again, I would need to find the school, and I'll use the same login information that the child used. And sign in. There's some neat features here. So this is the overall dashboard. Here it tells me how he's been spending his time in the last 30 days. Here's the last several times he's logged in, and I can see how many minutes he's been on. If I go to the fact fluency, this loads up that same screen that he had access to, the problems that he's mastered, the ones he's still struggling with. This little calendar shows me the dates he has and has not been logging into fact fluency and spending some time. This percentage is his overall mastery, so that's showing 88% of those facts he's mastered. This is where the third grade teachers will be taking the time test grade at the end of the quarter from this percentage. If I clicked on math, it will show me those lessons he's been working on, and how much time he's been spending and his accuracy level on those. So the main one I wanted to show you was that fact fluency. I think this screen is really valuable for parents and for teachers to know what skills or what facts specifically we're still needing to work on. So I hope that helps you understand how to use Moby Max as a parent and help your child. Thank you.